Hello everyone, this is Neha Sharma once again with you, and today the topic which we are going to learn, that is finite and non-finite verbs, which is the topic of verbs itself. So dear students, we learned verbs in our previous videos where we noticed that the verbs are the action words or the doing words. Along with that, we learned that the verb is used to tell the state, being and the position, right? So that is known as verb. Along with that, we learned about the strong verbs and the weak verbs, and one more important topic we discussed in the previous videos, that is transitive and intransitive verbs. So today we will learn finite and non-finite verbs. So before starting this topic, let me write some of the sentences here on the board, and you will notice that what is the change there in the sentences and what is the difference in the similarities in the sentences. First sentence I am doing here, I am flying a kite. I am flying a kite. Second sentence I am using here is, she flew a kite. Third sentence I am doing, they are flying a kite. Okay, and let me take one more, she flies a kite. So what is the similarity here? Similarities are the object of each sentence is same and the base verb of each sentence is same also. But there is a difference between the subjects and the difference between the tenses I have used here. Okay, so this is something related to the finite and non-finite verbs. So let's talk about the first sentence, which is, I am flying a kite. Where we will notice that I is what? Subject. Here she is subject, they is subject, she once again is subject. When we talk about the tenses of these sentences, as I told you, kite, object is same everywhere, right? So am flying is a verb which is present continuous tense. Flew is a verb which is second form, and this is simple past. Okay, simple past tense. Are flying is what? That is once again present continuous, right? And flies here is what? Present simple present, right? So this is what we have to learn. So dear students, you will notice here that with subject I in present continuous, I am using verb am flying. In simple past, with she, I am using flew, right? This is flew, not flew. Flew. They are flying a kite. So with they, I am using are flying in present continuous tense. And with she, I am using flies in simple present tense. So we noticed that the verbs which we are using, they keep on changing when the person is changing, when the tense is changing, or when the subject is changing, right? So this we have noticed. So this is whatever we have underlined here, these verbs which are written underlined with green, these all verbs are finite verbs because they keep on changing with the change of tense, subject and the person. So it is quite simple that finite verbs are those verbs which keep on changing. So let's understand this with the help of the definition, that the finite verbs are the verbs which change their form when there is a change in number or person or the tense of the or the subject, okay, and tense along with that. So examples I have written here, she opened the door. Some more examples I have written here, she opened the door. Now you will tell me what is subject? Subject is she. What is opened? That is verb. What is the door? That is object, right? So we have noticed here the verb is opened. Now we have to see this opened is finite or non-finite, right? So if I'll use this sentence into simple present, because right now this is in simple past, right? But if I want to make this sentence, I want to change this sentence or transform this sentence into simple present. So she opens the door. If I will use she is opening the door, if I am using present continuous, right? So what happened? There is a change in the verb. So that type of verb is known as finite verb. Okay. Second is she is opening the door. Same thing. They are opening the doors. Here subject is changing, that's why are opening. Here she is singular, so is opening. Okay. These both are the sentences of same tense, present continuous, but because subject is different. What is the subject? Subject is she in one sentence, and in second sentence it is they. Okay, so when the subject is changing, the verbs are changing also. So that is what finite verb. Next is I shall open the door. So shall open, that is simple future. So that is what you understand now, that is the finite verbs keep on changing with the tense, with the subject and the person. So just take the screenshot of all these, okay, with examples and the definition, and note it down in your notebook. And next we will do the non-finite verbs. Now let's talk about non-finite verbs. So here this is just opposite to finite verbs. So here let's talk about the definition. Non-finite verbs are the verbs which do not change their forms. So here the important thing which you have to keep in mind, that they do not change. But here we have done which change their forms. Okay. So which do not change their forms when the number of the person or the subject changes or the tense changes. Okay. That remain same. So this is what we want to say about non-finite verbs. अगर उसका पर्सन, अगर उसका टेंस और अगर उसका सब्जेक्ट डिफरेंट भी हो जाता है, तब भी जो वर्ब है वो सेम ही रह रही है हर एक केस में. सो दैट इज नोन एज नॉन फाइनाइट वर्ब. बट यहाँ पे क्या होता है कि अगर टेंस डिफरेंट हो जाता है, अगर सब्जेक्ट डिफरेंट हो जाता है और अगर पर्सन डिफरेंट हो जाता है, तो हम लोग उसकी वर्ब्स को अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट चेंज करते रहते हैं. बट हियर वी विल नॉट डू सो. ओके, सो दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Then that the verbs which do not change their forms when the number, person and the subject and the tense of the sentence changes. For example, they went to submit their books. So here you will get that they is subject, went is one verb and to submit is also one verb. Okay, so to submit is also one verb. I went to submit my books. So here I is subject, went is also verb, and this to submit is also verb. Okay. The teacher encouraged the students to work hard. So the teacher is subject, encourage is verb, and to work hard, that is also verb. Okay. Now we will get the difference that what is finite and what is non-finite. Next is they are ready to work hard. So they is subject, are ready, that's a helping verb, main verb, and then to work hard. I am ready to work hard. Here it this I is what? Subject, am ready, and then to work hard. So what you have noticed in all the sentences, dear students, that they went to submit their books. So here they is subject, went is verb, but which type of verb is? क्योंकि यहाँ पे अगर टेंस चेंज होता तो दे गो टू सबमिट देयर बुक्स भी हो सकता था, शी गोज टू सबमिट हर नोटबुक्स भी हो सकता था. तो ये वाली जो वर्ब है वेंट, दिस इज अ फाइनाइट वर्ब हियर. ओके, दिस इज अ फाइनाइट वर्ब. बट दिस टू सबमिट इज सेम, टू सबमिट और टू सबमिट इन एनी केस. सो दिस इज व्हाट? दिस इज नॉन फाइनाइट वर्ब. ओके, दिस इज नॉन फाइनाइट वर्ब. और ये वो वर्ब है जो हर एक टेंस में, हर एक सब्जेक्ट के साथ, हर एक पर्सन के साथ सेम ही रहती है बिना चेंज हुए. ठीक है. सेकेंड सेंटेंस, आई वेंट टू सबमिट माई बुक्स. नाउ आई विल गो टू सबमिट माई बुक्स. इट मे हैपन. राइट, लेकिन ये जो टू सबमिट है तो ये टू सबमिट ही रहेगा. आई विल गो टू सबमिट माई बुक्स. सो ये टू सबमिट, दिस इज वर्किंग एज अ वर्ब हियर. सो दिस इज व्हाट, दिस इज नॉन फाइनाइट वर्ब, whereas this went is what, that is finite verb. Okay, the teacher encouraged the students. Here the subject is the teacher, which is singular. Encouraged is the past form. The students to work hard, and to work hard, that is also verb, but we are using here to work hard. Here in this sentence, they are ready to work hard. Here the subject is singular, here it is plural, but we are using to work hard. Here in singular also we are using to work hard. I'm ready to work hard. Here the subject is different, and in present we are talking, but this is what, to work hard. So what we know, what we have learned here, the verbs which do not change according to the according to the person, according to the subject and according to the tense, they are known as non-finite verbs. Okay, so this to work hard here is non-finite verb, and this encourage, because the teacher encourages भी तो हो सकता है, the teacher will encourage भी तो हो सकता है, right, और the teacher is encouraging भी तो हो सकता है. So अगर ये चेंज हो सकता है तो ये फाइनाइट वर्ब होगा, और अगर ये चेंज नहीं हो सकता, क्योंकि टू वर्क हार्ड तो हर एक केस में ही रहना है, चाहे वो फ्यूचर है, चाहे वो सिंपल प्रेजेंट है, चाहे वो पास्ट है, या कोई भी टेंस का एस्पेक्ट है, राइट. सो दैट इज नोन एज नॉन फाइनाइट वर्ब, एंड दे आर रेडी टू वर्क हार्ड. सो इट मे बी she is ready to work hard. It may be I am ready to work hard. It may be they will be ready to work hard. Okay, so ये change हो रहा है, are ready. So this is what, this is finite. लेकिन to work hard is same in each situation in all cases. So that will be non-finite verbs. Next is I am ready to work hard. So we discussed that earlier too, that she is ready to work hard. They are ready to work hard. They work hard भी हो सकता था डायरेक्टली, लेकिन यहाँ टू वर्क हार्ड आ गया. तो ये टू वर्क हार्ड जो है हर एक सिचुएशन में, हर एक टेंस में सेम है. सो दिस टू वर्क हार्ड इज नॉन फाइनाइट, एंड am ready is finite. So this is what you have to do in this topic, that how to get the difference between finite verbs and the non-finite verbs. Now just take the screenshot of this, note it down. This is quite simple and very easy. Only practice, you need to do a lot of practice for these exercises, because practice makes a man perfect. So do this, take the screenshot and note it down in your notebook, and then we will come to know that this non-finite verb is divided into further 3 parts. So that we will see today. But before that, do it complete. Now let's talk about the types of non-finite verbs, because finite verb, that is only of one kind, okay, but this non-finite verb is of 3 kinds. So what are those 3 kinds? Let's discuss on those 3 kinds. The first one is infinitives. The spelling of infinitives is INFITIVES. What is it? Infinitives. INFITIVES. It is also of 2 types, where the verb is used with to, means to plus verb first, right? Like we used I need to go to market, okay, to go. This is what, verb to plus verb first, right? And the second one is bare infinitive. Bare infinitives means without to, where only the first verb is being used. So this is without to, only verb first. Okay, so that we will discuss afterwards. And second kind of this is gerund. So gerund is verb first plus ing form is there, right? And that verb, that ing word, the word which is like going, skipping, riding, so that word which is having ing form, that verb which is having ing form, that should function as a noun in the sentence, then that will be gerund. And the third one is participle. So this participle is also plus ing form, right? Verb first plus ing form. But what is the difference? Here too, because ing form is there. Here too ing form is there. But the difference is there. Here it will work as a noun. But here when it will act as participle, here it will work as an adjective in the sentence. So dear students, these were 3 types of non-phonites which we will discuss in the next part of the video. Till then, take the screenshot, note it down and be studious, be happy, be safe. Thank you very much.